We are back on The Real News, therealnewsradio.com, and we are joined with Gail. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir. I'm over here at the Metrolina Fairgrounds at the gun show, and I wanted you to know that Georgia Arms is back in business. They have people three people wide on probably about 100-foot table, just waiting to buy ammunition.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You had mentioned to me there was a gun show this weekend, and it really slipped my mind. I had met Gail at the Tea Party protest on Wednesday, her and her husband. I wanted to thank you for coming out, and it was a pleasure to get to meet you. Is there a lot of people out at the gun show?
Oh, the place is packed. Absolutely packed. There are three buildings here, and all three buildings are filled with vendors and customers.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Did you enjoy the Tea Party event?
We did. We really enjoyed the Tea Party, and I'm glad Brad got to go back even after the dentist and help out a little bit. And he was very inspired. He had never been to a rally of any sort or a protest of any sort before. And he wants to know when you're going to do it again.
Well, I tell you what, he took right to it. He had a bullhorn in hand and was across the street manning a 4x8 sign with Ty. They were both across the street sharing a bullhorn, so he done a great job. And as of now, we're planning something July the 4th. Now, next week, and I'm glad you reminded me of that, next Saturday, there is going to be an In the Fed rally at the Federal Reserve Bank in Charlotte. We will be down there. We Are Change North Carolina will be down there. The Real News Radio will be down there. It's just got started. They just got the permits, so we want to let everyone know. You can contact us on air at realnewsradio.com if you'd like to get more information, or Brian at wearechangenc.com. He'll give you more information, but certainly do appreciate you coming out. I'd like to just give you the opportunity to say anything else you'd like to say before we go off the air.
No, just if anybody wants some ammunition or you want new firearms, it's the place to come today and tomorrow from 9 to 5. And other than that, you're doing a great job. We enjoyed meeting you, and we will support you totally.
Hey, thank you so much, and appreciate you calling in. All right, again, if you'd like to call in, our phone numbers are 1-866-986-6397, or the phone number. I'm used to saying phone number. 1-866-986-6397. Brian, what do you think? People using their Second Amendment rights?
Lots of potential terrorists out there, according to the Department of Homeland Security.
Yes, again, let's reiterate that. We don't have a lot of time. People may not be aware. The Department of Homeland Security is now targeting those of us that took part in the Tea Party event, anyone that has bumper stickers, Ron Paul, support the Constitution. You might have some others you'd like to name. But we've got another phone call. Are you with me, Jennifer?
Yeah. Hi, Aaron. How are you today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Very good. It was great to see you at the Tea Party protest the other day. And this morning, I came across an interesting piece of news. If you are at all familiar with actress and comedian Janine Garofalo, she appeared on the Keith Olbermann show, I believe it was on Thursday, and discussed the Tea Party. And this is what she had to say. She said, and I quote, "Let's be very honest about what this is about. This is not about bashing Democrats. It's not about taxes. They have no idea what the Boston Tea Party was about. They don't have history at all. It's about hating a black man in the White House. This is racism straight up. That is nothing but a bunch of teabagging rednecks." So, Farron, this didn't have anything to do with taxes. It's all about us being racist rednecks. What do you think?
Well, it's like I was saying, Jennifer, I mean, it's just divide and conquer. That's the age-old strategy, and it works brilliantly. It always has for the elitists of the world. if they can't squash our movement, they have to make it out to be something that it's not. So the masses out there just push us and blow us off as being racist.
They refuse to debate us on the issues. When people attack me, call me names, this and that, and I say debate me on the issues, it evaporates. This is a perfect example of that. And actually, Jennifer, we wanted to play that clip, but due to some technical difficulties once we got going, we wasn't available to us. So I certainly do appreciate you calling in and saying that, because we are the new terrorists, those that love freedom, those that want to stand on their constitutional rights, those that stand up and say that our government has been hijacked by criminals. We are the new terrorists. But I certainly do appreciate you calling in and giving that to us. I'd like to give you another word. Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, folks, the thing is, you have to do your own research. And I met the people at the rally, and I can tell you, not one of them brought up racism. Not one. They all were angry about being taxed to death. So, do the research on your own, and the truth will come out.
And actually, I personally think Obama himself seems to be a good guy. It's mostly all the people he's around. I mean, let's face reality here, folks. Look at his administration. I mean, it's practically 100% Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg Group, none of which represents us people. They represent the elite, rich bankers around the world, the Federal Reserve. Timothy Geithner, he was president of the New York Federal Reserve. The New York Federal Reserve Bank is the Federal Reserve in the United States.
Yes, exactly. They don't get a common local banker to be the Secretary of the Treasury. It's always another stooge of the Federal Reserve. The presidency is a puppet post. It has been for decades, and we just saw the rotating of the puppets when we went from Bush to Barack Obama.
And if people watch the new film by Alex Jones, The Obama Deception, on there, Farron, you can recall Webster Tarpley's going on about the administration. He's saying, all you see, period, is Wall Street in this administration. You don't see big business. You don't see big oil. You don't see any other representation in that administration other than Wall Street. And guess where all our money is going?
To Wall Street.
To Wall Street.
You never see any representation of Main Street, because the middle class, the American people, is always the loser. I mean, you've got the Federal Reserve banking system masquerading as a government agency, and it's privately owned bank. Most people are not even aware of that. They've not scratched the surface of actually looking into this for themselves. And we've got about 2 minutes left, Brian.
And that's the real problem we have with the Obama administration. Of course, we had with the Bush administration. We had with the Clinton administration, the first Bush administration, the Reagan administration. They represent elite Wall Street interests, not we the people.
Exactly. And it's going until the American people get in the streets and take this country back. Some of the quotes that we had at the Tea Party they were excellent. We've got one more phone call. We're going to try to get this one on as quick as we can before we go off the air. Mike, are you with me?
Yes, sir, Farron. How you doing today?
I'm good. Our time is short. I'm going to give it to you. You got about 30 seconds.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to commend you, Farron, on your stand at the Tea Party. I wanted to commend Al Cobb on the stand he's trying to make on the property taxes. I'm with him on that. The only worry I've seen in this Tea Party deal, when I seen Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity sponsoring the Tea Parties, that worried me just a little bit. I hope they're not doing that to try to downplay this, because it's a pretty serious issue.
Well, we were commenting on that before we went on the air, feeling like, are we supposed to believe that now